Good morning, yogis. My name is Tiara, aka TT the Yogi. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be going through a vinyasa style flow. This is for preparation for the Vegas 800 challenge that Phil will be participating in May. 36 hours straight through the desert. I commend you, sir. Hopefully these yoga practices that we put together for you will help you along your journey. We're going to begin in a seated position in the center of our mats. Sukhasana, which is easy seated pose. You can sit cross-legged, you can sit on a block, whatever is most comfortable for you as we begin with the meditation. So get comfortable, as I will too. And then we will begin by grounding down through the sits bones, through the thighs. You can even outerly rotate the thighs a little bit to really have that grounding sensation from the waist down. And then from the belly button up, we have an upward sort of pull through the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Belly to the spine, and then relax your shoulder blades down your back. Gently and softly, close your eyes. As we begin to take a deep breath in, pulling the air from the belly up into the lungs, through the throat and through the brain. Exhale through the nostrils. Another deep breath in, filling your belly full of air, pulling it up and through the lungs, feeling them expand as you send it up and through the third eye chakra. Exhale twice as long as you inhale. Again, inhale, pulling that belly up and in as we send the air through our neck, circle it through our brain and third eye chakra, and out through the nostrils. This is a three-part breath, a full yogic breath. We want to invite the prana, the life force energy, into our being, and we want to fill it totally and completely. That is why we always say yoga makes us whole again, so we can really be here and be present in the now. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. As you breathe, your thoughts will begin to start rolling in. Imagine that they are clouds. You see them, you acknowledge them, and then you let them pass. Do not attach yourself to any one thought. But as soon as those thoughts start clouding your mind, return back to that breath, filling up your belly with air, pulling that air up into the lungs, sending it up through the neck, through the third eye, and out through the nostrils. Take one more deep breath in. Bring your hands up and overhead. Fingers to touch as you exhale totally. And then another deep breath in. On an exhale, we will Om. Hands to heart center. Lower your chin to your chest and slowly open your eyes. Our intent for this practice today is to quiet the mind so that the soul may speak. Namaste, yogis. We're going to begin in our Sukhasana, our seated position, bringing your fingertips out over to the side, pushing down into all 5 fingers so that we lengthen through the crown, really getting a stretch through our spine, belly to the spine as we stretch. And then we're going to inhale, bring your hands up and overhead, fingers to touch, and then exhale, lower back down. Inhale, bring your hands up and overhead, drawing a line toward the ceiling with your nose, and then on an exhale, drawing that line back down toward the ground. Inhale, bring it back up. Really reaching through the fingers, rotating, outerly rotating the pinkies toward each other, and then exhale back down. left hand flat onto the mat, and we're gonna bring our right hand up and over, reaching over toward the left wall, looking up past that elbow, really stretching, pushing away from the earth. And then exhale, back to center. Take a deep breath in. Ground down through the right palm, reaching over toward the right this time. Looking up past that elbow if it feels good. And then exhale, back down. Take a deep breath in, bring both hands up and overhead. Grab onto your left wrist with your right arm. And then we're gonna have a gentle pull toward the right as we look up past the elbow. Side body stretch. And then exhale back to center. Switch your grips. So now we're holding on to the right as we tug gently over toward the left and look up past that elbow again. Really feeling that stretch in the side body. And then exhale, release back down. We want to do one movement, one breath. So it's really about being mindful of our breathing as we move through each asana today. Let's take our right hand, grab onto your left knee, and do a nice easy seated twist, looking past the left shoulder as you exhale. And then inhale back to center. Opposite side, grab your right with your left and look past the right. Exhale. And inhale back to center. And now we're going to bring our hands up and overhead as we inhale deeply. And then exhale, fold over. Bring your head flat down towards the ground. Inhale, bring it back up. And exhale, hands back down. Switch your legs, whichever sides they were on. I had a half lotus going on here, so I'm switching so I have balance. But if you were in Sukhasana that whole time, you don't have to switch. Bring your hands up and overhead. And then exhale, fold over. Head down to the mat, belly to the spine, full integrity here. And then reaching back up and releasing. Nice job. We're going to bring both of our feet up in front, and we're going to bring our fingers just about halfway through the mat. We're going to do a little heel toe. So come onto the heel. Inhale, lengthen through the crown, and then go to the toe. Pushing down into all 5 fingers, still lengthening through the crown. Inhale, heel, exhale, toe. Good job. One more time. Inhale, heel, exhale, toe. Nice. And we're going to slide our legs over and come into a tabletop position where we're going to get into a little bit of cat-cow. So as we inhale, we're going to push our belly down toward the mat, really having a deep curve in the lumbar spine as we breathe in. And then we're going to exhale, cat, rounding out through the shoulder blades, pushing down into all 5 fingers, and also through the toes and the shins. Pulling your belly to your spine, pushing away from the earth. As we inhale for cow. Cow, move. You can move if you want to. It feels really good. Pushing down into the earth, really grounding down. Shoulder blade, making sure your wrists are under your shoulder blades. And then exhale, cat. Pulling your belly in toward your spine, rounding out through the shoulder blades. One more time, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Good job. We're going to meet in a neutral position. And we're going for extended tabletop. Ground down through the right hand. Send your left hand out and then bring your right leg out. Belly to the spine, lengthening through the crown. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. And then inhale, back out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, back out. One more time. Exhale. Good job. Lower back down. Now we're doing opposite side. Send your right arm out, left leg back. Belly to the spine as we lengthen through the crown. Deep breath in. Elbow to knee. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. yogis. Now we're going to go ahead and tuck our toes and send our hip bones up toward the sky for our first downward dog. So we're going to pull our belly to our spine, pushing into all 5 fingers, grounding down through the heels and really sending our hip bones up toward the ceiling. Take 5 breaths here. You can pedal it out, walk your dog. Find what feels good. Really grounding down through the L shape of the thumb and the index fingers on both arms. And then we're going to exhale and walk it up toward the front of our mats. We meet in forward fold. This is our first forward fold of the day. So you want to make sure that our feet are about hips width apart, grounding down through the ball joints of the toes, belly to the spine, and then really letting ourselves hang loose from the torso up. We want to bend at the waist, we want to bend at the hips, not the waist, I'm sorry. Grab onto your elbows if you'd like a little added weight. Deep breaths here. And then inhale, halfway lift. Pushing into the spine, lengthening through the crown, belly to the spine as well. And then exhale, forward fold again. Now we're going to reverse swan dive up with the flat back. Bring our hands up and overhead. Exhale, bring your hands back down, fingers to touch. Inhale, bring it back up, drawing a line with your nose up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. Clasp your hands together, pull back for a slight back bend. Inhale deeply and then exhale, forward fold. Hands still clasped to add an extra weight and let that body just hang loose. Take a deep breath in, pull up through the knuckles to a standing position. Inhale, hands overhead. And then exhale, forward folds. Come onto the ball joints of the toes, belly to the spine, lengthening through the crown. Grab onto the elbows for an added weight. This is a great workout for the backs of the thighs and the calves. Inhale, halfway lift, pushing into the calves, lengthening through the crown, straight spine here. Exhale, forward folds. Place your hands flat onto the mat, step or hop it back into a plank position. Make sure you're in your proper position and then Chaturanga Dandasana into upward facing dog. Inhale and then exhale, downward dog. Pulling your belly to your spine, grounding down through all 4 corners of the feet and all 5 fingers. On both hands, walk it out. Belly to the spine. Take a deep breath in. Really grounding here. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop it up to the front of your mat, and we meet in forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, forward fold again. Place your hands on the mat, walk it over toward the left, and then back to center and walk it over to the right. Nice side body stretch here. Inhale, reverse swan dive up and overhead. Come onto the tippy toes and then lower down all the way down to the mat. Hands flat and step it back for plank again. Turn over to your side, coming up for a side plank, reaching up toward the ceiling. Make sure your hips are going upward toward the ceiling and you're looking past your fingers. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, opposite side, reach up toward the ceiling. Big breaths here. And then exhale, back down. We're going to lower down to our knees, chest, chin, and then come up for a baby cobra, pushing away from the top edge of our mat. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes for downward dog, sending those hip bones right back up toward the ceiling, belly to the spine. Really feeling into that one. Bring your left leg up and in toward the ceiling. Deep breath in. We're going to bring it out to the side and draw 3 big circles to open up the hips. And then do 3 big circles in the opposite direction. Send it back up and then pull it through for runner's lunge on the right side. Lengthening through the crown, belly to the spine, making sure that our ankles are underneath our knees. And now we're going to place our hand underneath and rise up for a side body stretch. Go ahead and place that back down Dive deep into that lunge and then lower down on that back leg, coming backward for a half split. Belly to the spine, rounding out through the shoulder blades just a tad. And then back to our lunge. Bringing it up for a crescent, backward bend. Let your heart shine forward. Bring your hands to heart center, and then we're going for a twist. Smile. Makes every pose better. Then we're going to stand up, come up for a halfway split, belly to the spine. Left leg goes up towards the sky, and then we can walk it out a little bit. Yeah, walk it out. Inhale, bring your hands up and overhead. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthening through the crown. Exhale, fold again. Use your arms to pull yourselves a little bit closer to your knees. Step it back for a plank. And then shift your weight forward into upward facing dog. Really lifting through the feet, through the hands, pushing upward. Exhale, downward dog. Sending those hips back down. Ground down through the right. Send your left leg up and toward the ceiling. Draw those 3 big circles in one direction and then 3 big circles in the opposite direction. Really opening up that hip. Send it back up and through for runner's lunge on the left side. Place that hand right below your face and then bring your left hand up and toward the ceiling for a nice side body stretch. Reach, reach, reach. And then lower back down. Dive deeper into that lunge and then go ahead and lower back down on the back leg and come back for a half split with a slight tug on the back body as you curve. Inhale, back to center, up for our crescent, slight back bend, and then hands to heart center for our twist. Lengthening through the crown, pushing your hands together, grounding down through all 4 corners of the feet and the ball joints in the back. Stand up for a halfway split. And then exhale, lower back down. And we are meeting in our forward fold again. Go ahead and wiggle it out. Feel on your body a little bit. Send yourself some gratitude for being on your mat today. Live on you for just a little. Reaching up, 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 and exhale, forward folds. Nice. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Place your hands on the mat. Step it back, chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin into a baby cobra. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes. Actually, send it back. Sorry about that. Child's pose, Balasana, one of my favorite poses. Sending your hips back toward the feet, really grounding down through the body, folding into ourselves. Make sure you twist your head from side to side, awaken that third eye chakra. Bring your hands down towards your knees so that we can open up the back body a little bit, and then turn your face toward the right. Take a deep breath in, and then turn your face toward the left. Come up for our puppy pose. Just make sure you get your grounding and then send your heart forward and down toward the earth, really pulling on that back body, sending your arms forward. Come onto your chin, and then we're going to meet in tabletop. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Again, really rounding out through those shoulders. Inhale for cow, pushing your belly down toward the mat. Inhale for cat, rounding out through the shoulder blades, belly to the spine, pushing away from the mat. Inhale, cow. Out with the cats. Exhale. And now we're meeting in a neutral for our extended tabletop one more time. Reach, reach, reach through the fingertips, through the heel, and then we're going to exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extend. We're going to do that 3 times. If it's in your practice today, reach back, grab onto that foot, and really feel that stretch in the back body there. Opposite side, take a deep breath in. Reach through the fingers and the heel, and then exhale. We're going to bring our elbow into our knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and then reach back for that foot if it's in your practice today. Grounding down through the fingers and the shin as we stretch. Now we're going to tuck our toes and exhale. Send it up to downward dog again. Bring that left leg up and in. And then pull it through. We're rising for warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Extending out through the fingertips. Humble warrior. And then inhale back to center. And then exhale, extended side angle. Really using that leg as support, but not collapsing in there. Should have a full line from the bottom of your foot up to the fingertips. And then we're going to walk it down for a wide leg fold. Hi. Micro bend in the knee as we come onto the ball joints of the toes. And then we're going to shift our weight over to the opposite side. Now we're in warrior 2 again on the opposite side this time. Humble, peaceful warrior as we bring it back for that nice side body stretch. And then exhale back to center. And then we have our extended side angle on the opposite side. Really reaching through and feeling that. And then we're going to meet back in the top of our mat in a forward fold. Really pulling yourself towards your knee, feeling that bend and that extra stretch through the legs and the calves. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good job. Really let your head hang loose there. Let your brain spill onto the mat. Place your hands flat, step it back for a plank. We're going for another side plank. Really reaching up and through those fingertips, lifting up through the hips. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, side plank on the opposite side. Really, really reaching through there. And then we meet back down into our tabletop position, bringing our arm up toward the ceiling. Big inhale and then exhale, weave it through and come onto the shoulder, reaching through with our right arm to stretch and feeling that good stretch in our back there. Come back to neutral, bring it back up for a final stretch, and then place your hand back down, bring the left hand up toward the sky, belly to the spine as we stretch, and then send it through onto the shoulder. Another nice side body stretch here. It feels really good. And then inhale, bring that back up toward the ceiling. And then exhale, we're coming for our puppy pose, sending our heart back down toward the mat. Cross your ankles and then push yourself up and over as we meet in Dandasana. Adjust yourself if needed, and then push all 5 fingers down next to the hips so that you can lengthen through the crowns. Look left and right, and then inhale, hands overhead. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. Forward folds, really lengthening through the spine. Inhale and exhale, lower even deeper into that. We want a straight spine here. And then pull your right leg up, step it over your left, and then pull your left leg up and over by the hip. We're going for a half move, King of the Fishes. So twist it and look past your shoulder. Great detoxification twist right here. Exhale, and we're going to release that bind and switch legs. Oh, nope, not that one. And then we're going to step it over, bring our other leg right next to our hip there. And we're going for another stretch. Yes, that feels so good. And then exhale, release. Coming up for Navasana, half boat pose. This is a variation. Lengthening through the spine, coming onto the sit bones, and holding on to the backs of the thighs. Belly to the spine as we breathe, and then lower back down, scoot, and lay back because we're going into a bridge. Take a deep breath in, and then reach down, bring your shoulder blades underneath, and rise up for our bridge. We're going to inhale, exhale, lower our butts down halfway, and then inhale again. We'll do that 5 times. Breathe with each movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Nice. Good job, you guys. Now we're going for our wheel, placing our hands next to our ears and then up, pop it up. If it's not in your practice today, you can stay in bridge. If you're ready to go into wheel, I highly suggest you listen to your body today as you rise. This is a great back bend. Exhale, lower back down gently. And then bring your legs up for leg up the wall. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, bringing it over for a plow pose. You can keep your hands flat into the ground, pushing away, or you can clasp them behind and pulling your shoulder blades away from your ears as we plow. Very great. And then we're going for our shoulder stands. Go ahead and tuck your shoulder blades underneath and then push your hands up underneath the sits bones for that added support there. You can bring one leg down to touch. Inhale, exhale, opposite leg down to touch. Inhale and back up again. Nice job. Lower back down very gently here. Want to take care of our body, and then let's gently rock from side to side. You can draw circles with your knees on the ceiling for a nice back massage. Go in one direction and then circles in the opposite direction. And make sure you're continuing to breathe. That is the most important part of our practice today. Breath. Extend the left leg up and in, reaching through the heel, and then opposite leg up, reaching through the heel and lower down as we go for another supine twist. We're going to grab onto that top of the knee with the opposite arm and then send it over our body while reaching out with the arm and looking past the fingertips. Really, really great detox twist here, and it feels really good on the spine. And then inhale back to center and switch legs, reaching through, sending it down, grabbing onto that knee and pulling it over as we twist. Take a deep breath in to that side body. And exhale. Release back to center. Good job. Pulling your knees in. Rise up, chin, knees to forehead. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, knees to forehead. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, knees to forehead. Exhale, lower back down. Grab onto the two big toes. And we're going for a happy baby pose. Slightly tugging on the toes as we get a nice stretch here. It's a really fun pose to be in. They also call this pose wind reliever. So if you happen to toot, that's okay. You just let it on out. Happy baby. Take a deep breath in. And we're going for a Supta Baddha Konasana, where we're going to be pushing our feet together for a butterfly, laying it down flat, and then you can push down on the thighs with your hands just gently for an added stretch as we prepare to go into our Shavasana. Go ahead and get comfortable as we prepare for our final pose. Lengthen out through the feet. Just let your body collapse into the earth. Collapse into the mats. Let the earth carry you, the weight of you. And as we do our practice today, we're going to do a mini Yoga Nidra at the end. So just close your eyes and follow and listen to my voice. Take a deep breath in and bring awareness to the right pinky toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the big toe, the top of the foot, the ankle, the shin, the calf, the knee, the top of the thigh, the hip, the left pinky toe, the second toe, the third toe, the fourth toe, the big toe, the top of the foot, the ankle, the shin, the calf, the knee, the top of the thigh, the hips, the belly button, the heart space, the chest, your right pinky, or second finger, your third finger, your fourth finger, the thumb, the top of the hand, the forearm, the upper arm, the shoulder blade, the left pinky, the second finger, the third finger, the fourth finger, the thumb, the wrist, the forearm, the upper arm, the shoulder, the neck, the jaw, the cheeks, the nose, the ears, the eyes, the third eye, the crown. Full body awareness. Breathe. When you're ready, begin to bring awareness back to the breath, wiggling the toes, wiggling the fingers, bringing yourself back into your body, and turning over to whatever side calls you. Let the earth cradle you one last time. Take a deep breath in, and then push up into a seated position, eyes still closed. Deep breath in, bring your hands up and overhead. And we'll close with an Om. Om. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope that you enjoyed this practice today.